my parents pushed me to go to this school like this and have this opportunity, I would have taken it.
Not for everybody. I mean,
Yeah.
you're going to college, at 14? Yeah, it's hard for everybody. Like, it's actually like a lot more stress than you think about it. Like, it's really not for everybody. The whole homework, the whole going to college, it's overwhelming, just the whole concept of it, going to college at 14.
Now, if you would have, like, say you had the opportunity just to do 4-year college instead of the 4-year high school with college, would you have preferred to do just a 4-year college?
It's too much after a while. Like, you have 3 essays done in one day. Like, how do you do that? Like, if we had something to take our mind off of education for once, I think we'd be okay.
I think it's a wonderful opportunity for my daughter. I think it's an opportunity that I wish would have been available when we were in school. It would have been something I would have been interested in. And so I've always made it a point to impress upon her that this public education is for her, and you need to be there and be, responsive to the teachers and not give them a hard time, because you're there to learn, and that's a right, and that's something that you're lucky to have.
I would also agree to that, just the whole point that it's good for these students that they offer something like this. I will admit I was a little bit prejudgmental. I was thinking, oh gosh, he's not an SAISD student and he's gonna fall between the cracks and they're only gonna cater to the SAISD, but I mean, I was wrong. I mean, they help. We're actually Northeast Independent Schools. We live 5 minutes away from Madison High School. We're off of O'Connor and 1604. So every morning we get up, get ready, and we do the commute. And I'm, making that sacrifice for him. So I really cannot wait till he can start driving his own. But yeah, as a parent, you sacrifice, and he wanted to go to Travis, and once he got accepted, and we do what we can.
I think that the school is challenging my kids mentally, and we do that all the time in various ways. So that, and like you, we don't live in San Antonio, we live in La Vernia, so
the challenge that we have given her is paying off, but I mean, she has to pay the price as she comes home doing homework all afternoon. And I told her, I have been telling her, hey, you need to get a life. And she said, well, this is my life. I said, okay, but you have to socialize. I don't want you to just focus on that, because you have to have a social life.
Travis does not have sports, track, she likes track, basketball, but that's extracurricular for her. Our concern is education. The Travis offers a program for you get your associate's degree by the time you graduate. That just gives her one step further to pursue, whatever degree she decides to do. Also a savings for the parents.
On top of that, we were getting more and more work, and it started progressing, but I think it progressed at a nice pace that we're kind of adjusting by step, and I wait after school and have to wait, and so.
How long do you wait for?
I don't know.
Sometimes 5:30, and she walks from Travis to San Antonio to SAC to the library and sits there and does her homework, which is kind of good because there's no TV. It gives you the environment of college. And
All by yourself.
The first few weeks here, Travis, I thought it was going to be so easy, and then just one day, boom, everything just and they're like, well, what is
they're
all
for
this?
real.
They lure you in, that's what it is.
First, I didn't really want to go, but my counselor, my middle school counselor, was the one who was pushing me. The Boya. And so, because she was really good friends with my tia. My tia's a teacher, and so you couldn't see how she pushed me.
Yeah.
And so it was easy, but yeah, we broke it to us gently.
You're going.
The opportunity you get is great, but sometimes it feels like, okay, no, let's just go to Highlands, Mom. Let's just go to Highlands, enroll me Monday.
My mom's all like, I have a project and I have to do it, but our family's our idea is that you go, you go interact with the other family, like extended family, and later you're like, project, work.
Family time. Family time.
It's like, no, we have to go to this. And I'm like, no, I have to do homework. No, we have to go to this.
Completely agree on that one. Because when I'm up doing paperwork, my mom's like, you gotta give me a time frame. When are you gonna be done? It can't take you all day.
Your sister wants to go to the movies. I can't leave you here by yourself.
Yeah, I agree to that too. But I tell him, I'm like, I'm hard on you because I see the potential. If I felt you were just an average kid, I mean, it's like you kind of know when they're little how they're gonna grow up to be, in a sense. And so I've always been like that, with Ryan. That I tell him, I know I'm hard on you, but it's for a reason. It's because I know that you can do it.
That's my reputation. I say, okay, I like that reputation. You push yourself. But it's like she said, you know when your children are going to be able to push themselves.
When she was little, we'd go to the store, we'd be doing something, and she'd be little, and I'd say, hey, kid, come here. And be like, hey, can you read this for me? I don't know what it says. And so she'd read it, but she was like 5 or 6, And so when she was about...
being serious.
Yeah, she thought I really didn't know how to read, right? So I'd make her read the labels, or I'd tell her, hey, what does this say? I'd show her a paper. What does it say? I don't know what it says. Read it to me. Or she'd bring home things from school. I said, I don't know what this says. Well, it's a field trip. I said, well, read it to me. So I'd make her read it. So one day we were at the store, and I guess she had gotten a little bit older, and I said, I don't know how to read. That's so embarrassing. And I stopped right there, and I said, that's right. I said, so you take this opportunity to learn to read, because they're trying to teach you at school. Don't fight them. Learn to read, because if you grow up and you don't know how to read, you're gonna be embarrassed, and if you have kids, they're gonna be embarrassed. So take this time to learn how to read.
Well, I'm from Mexico, so I can't. This is a different world for me, and she does everything mainly by herself. And then when she gets like a little struggling, if I want to help her, the only way I can help her is like something is done by hand, like a project, building something. That's the only way I can give her some ideas, but that's it.
I help my child. I just pretty much let her do whatever she does. So if she's getting the grades, if she's getting them because she's getting them by herself.
Mathematics in Mexico and here,
Yes,
they're way different, because the algebra, the way they do it here is like
And that's
different.
what I told her. And
But I was real good in algebra in Mexico, and I tried to help her here, and she said, no, my teacher said it's wrong.
She had a bit we have transportation issues also. She had to take the public transportation, so that was, it's hard for me still now, my daughter take the bus back. It's a good school. It's a really good school. It's challenging. She has homework every day.
I really think I did the right choice by taking her to San Antonio ISD. I think it's an awesome idea that they did that. Because like you said, they in other schools, if she was going to Edison High School, they would be like, you're just straight A people. That's it.
I think it was a great opportunity. Honestly, money is an issue, so having the school pay, the district pay, was a great opportunity for us. And you guys get, a little bit of a feel of what's going to be, later when you guys move on.
I think parents, even though they don't know, because we have to look up stuff on our phone, they can do that too. They can, we understand the work schedule. You can work really long hours or you're tired. So are we. School's stressful. It's like going to a job. 8 to 3. It wears me out. I don't like school anymore. Because some people,
So you think this is it? Or are you going to...
No, I'm not. No, I'm going to continue. I cannot not go to school.
Because you've gone this far, right?
Yeah. And I know what I want to do, and what I want to do is going to take forever. And if I don't, then I'll feel like a failure. I felt whatever. I lived up to this reputation with my family, and if I go down, it's like done. I can't stop going to school. But sometimes I just feel like, even though like parents should give like 10% or something, like help out a little, just a little bit.
When you don't show any interest in it, it kind of makes me mad, and just like I feel like you don't care. Like you sent me to this school and you don't care like what I'm doing.
We
want to make her experience the world when she goes to college or go out of town. She's not gonna be afraid. And I know it's hard, but it has to happen one day, and it's better when she's little, and when she's big, she's not gonna be afraid of nothing.
It is very hard.
It is.
Days will come when you don't have the strength, when all you hear is you're not worth anything, wondering if you ever could be loved. And if they truly saw your heart, they'd see too much. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You are made for so much more.
Y'all still filming?
Sure.
Y'all still filming? No, can I get my message?